One, two, three, one, two, three. Hello. So this is my Sekiro modding tutorial. Second. I should hide this. Yeah. So this is my Sekiro modding tutorial. There's already a lot of tutorials and mods on YouTube, but I think there's not a one dedicated or properly explained step by step. So I'm just making it for the sake of it. Also for in the future if I forget how to do it, because I do take long breaks time to time. Anyways, so for this mod, you will need to install some things and you will need to have some things. Obviously, you need Sekiro game files. You will need Photoshop. You don't really need Photoshop, but I will recommend it. I feel like this is the most comfy to use out of all of them. You can use like online websites or paint.net, whatever you want, but I will recommend Photoshop. Then you will need this plugin. All of the links should be in my YouTube description. If it's not, you just know the names. Otherwise, either way, you will need this plugin. This is for Photoshop. To install the plugin, just go on YouTube and search how to install plugins for Photoshop. And this already should be a ways to like just go through YouTube and you will know how to do it. You will need Sekiro mod engine to run the mods, and you will need UXM to unpack your Sekiro files. So after you unpack your Sekiro game files, you will run the. It's pretty simple. You will understand how to do it, but you will use this unpack option, and when you do it, your game files should look like this. Like these folders should be there, parts, param, whatever, right? And then the most important one for specifically modding is Yabber. You will need Yabber, and you can use other apps as well. There were one or two more that I remember using, but Yabber is all of them work equally well, but Yabber is the one that I use the most. So you will need Yabber. It will look something like this after you unpack. Keep it anywhere. Usually keep it in one folder so I can find all the tools, but the Yabber should look like this. Now to mod something, you can mod a lot of things. You can go to menu, you can go to high, and these are your loading screens. You can mod these as well, but I will focus on Sekiro Wolf Skin. I'm not a professional modder, so I don't know a lot of modding things. So I usually just mess around with the normal texture. I will show you what I exactly mean. So okay, sorry. My mods, usually the way I will teach you, you can basically do something like this, where you mess around with Sekiro's base skin. You can mess around with his katana and mortal draw, right? Anyways, so that is what I'm gonna focus on. I will also maybe teach how to do the loading screen at the end of the tutorial if I feel like it, but it's pretty much the same. I will just tell you the settings. So you for body, you will need some parts, and the parts is, you don't need face, but the parts is bd underscore m. Where you can find them as well is here. You unpack it, you will see parts folder. This is in Sekiro gaming folder, right? Games folder. Then you will see all these files, dcx files. The ones we care about is bdm 9000 and others. So it's BDM 9000, 9030, 9040. These are for the upper body. For lower body, you will need LGM 9000, 9050. These are for lower body. This is for Katana, and this is for Mortal Draw. These face are my mods that are made for mask. you don't really need it, so I will delete it for now. Well, not delete it, but you understand, right? So these are the specific body parts that you need. These three, these two for lower body, and weapons. You can also do grapples. I will probably show you how, maybe, but grapples is also one. You just the way I do it to maybe like remember, like if I want to make grapple, right, like grapple mod, so I just grapple on Nexus mod. So yeah, so like you do this grapple mode, right? So I just go to files and I go to preview, and this way I know that grapple is WPA 9500. That's how I know the exact part, folder, or file I need to use. Anyways, going back to, so now that we know what we need and what are the parts we need, so we select the files we need. So let's say I wanna mod all these things. I will go to Yabber. You see Yabber here. You select all these or whatever files you need. If you want, you can select one. I select all these, and then I open with Yabber, and you place it on the Yabber apps. You don't do to DCXE. You go to the application part. When you do this, open with Yabber, you open it, right? In the beginning, it will say something like you need this. Yes, so you also, in case your Yabber doesn't have it, mine didn't. So you just go to Sekiro files, and there should be one double o two core underscore 6 underscore win64.dll extension, right? You copy and paste it here in the library folder in Yabber. Then you can use it. Now, now for the part you opened it. Now you go to, the bodies are same. You just have to really edit one of them, and then you can just copy paste on all three of them. The reason I do you have to do three is because Sekiro's skin folder or texture whatever changes throughout the game 3 times, and these three are the files. I don't know if it's the same for leg, but I do it just in case. I've been doing it. I don't know, it might be just one, but I'm sure for body, upper body, it's three, and I do these two as well. Then you never need anything. Anyways, you go to body, you go to parts, to here, to here. Now this TPF file is what you need to open with Yabber again. Now you have one more folder with TPF file, right? Also, you need to download paint. There's one more app you need, that is called paint.net or something. I will send the description again. Then you will be able to see these textures in the file, like in like this. Normally they won't be visible, but now you can look at them, right? So there's one more app you need for it, but I will give the link in the description again. So you will have these folders. I will do from scratch because I want to show how to exactly do it. So this is new. We make just a folder. You go. So what you want to do, I will just show you from the scratch. I'm sorry that I'm not used to doing these tutorials, so it might be a bit here and there or not well explained. I don't have a script either. Anyways, for body parts, you wanna go to the we are in Sekiro game folder files, right? Go to parts. We select BDM. This I. We don't want I. We want this, right? We go BDM parts 9030 and 9040. Copy them and we paste them here. This is upper body. Now we go for leg. This is face and this is leg, right? We only care about upper body and leg LG for the wolf skin. We go LGM 9000 and LGM 9050. This is for your upper body. For katana, you go for 3000. We select with 3000 and we go. Anyways, we will do this first, right? Just to keep it simple. You know the files exactly we need. So we go here, we open it with Yabber, then we open one body files. As I said again, I will repeat, we only have to edit one of them, then we can copy paste the other in the other two. We only have to edit one file. We do this, and now we have a same folder. This is how it will look initially. Now I don't know exactly, because I've been just doing it like with experimenting and whatnot, but with my understanding, this is your, I will also open my mod because I want to show and explain that what texture file is for what. um so you see this cloth around his neck, right? This is his entire torso, like his entire jacket, whatever. This is his belt. Which belt? I will show you. You see this belt? No, you see this belt? That's this one, and this one is just in the clothes inside, like the inner shine of the cloth, is what my understanding. So to make a mod, you will need to go here and just put it here. Copy paste it. You can put it whatever you want. This is our file. Now I don't usually mod a lot of Sekiro. Well, sorry, I'm not a official modder, so I will try to explain a lot of things, but it might be wrong. So take my words with a grain of salt and experiment yourself about what part of the body it is and whatnot. So again, I will show you the body parts and explain. Which one will be correct to start. I'm just trying to explain what body part is. For to get a logo like this at the back, you want your image or whatever you are making in here, like somewhere here where you want your image, and then it will be at your back like this. To get an image at your shoulder, we'll want it in this column exactly. These are the strips in front. So you see these strips. I will get another more. So you see how these two strips here are colored. But that is these two specifically, right? Other than that, I just paint all of them same. These, whatever you wanna call them, these and these here, like this piece of cloth specifically, this one specifically, the triangle, right, is the back one, this one, and these two are in the front. Like you see these the front one in the two, and then there's two in the back. The back one is these two, and the front one are these two. That's it. Also, this here is, god damn it. So this one here is this one. This one. You see this area, this triangle area is this cloth. Anyways, now that we know, I will just color it just to show you the areas that I mean. I will just color each of them. I'm doing rough Obviously you want to be more precise, but I'm just doing a rough one, obviously not as rough, but obviously you want to do this gap as well, but I'm just doing rough. So we have these three areas. We also have this, right? It's rough. You need to be much more precise because there's gap and all, but you will get the idea. So let's just color all of them specifically. We color the main one black, right? There's also all of them. I want to do the let's do the shoulder as well, right? Now we have these part. This is the only one that I mess around with. I don't really know which they are, but you can always mess around and find out. Let's color all of these. We color this. Let's just do red. We will color this. Color these. Let's just do like some blue, and we color this something like yellow, right? And for the big ones, let's do something like pink, right? So this will be pink, and this is what pretty much we are doing, right? You say now for saving, this is one of the important parts. This is what you should be getting when you're trying to save or your texture file after adding the plugin. So for saving, you will need color plus alpha. You will need BC7 8 BPP fine sRGB DX11 and auto generate for mini maps. Not none, not from layers, auto generate. Then okay, that's it. You should be having your files saved. For these again, I will not color this. I don't really want to, but you can always mess around yourself and get the idea. For these are the uh what you called the robe in front or the shoulders or neck, covering the neck. Color them white. Once you super set up the setting, you don't really have to worry. If you have to change them or let's do this dark blue. Okay, you have to change them for something like let's say you're making um loading screen, so then the settings changes. I will maybe do a video one day and cover that as well. Now that I'm making this, I don't want to overcomplicate make it overcomplicated. So this is what you're doing now. Remember I said a lot of times that you only have to edit it once. I'm sure there's a faster way, but the way I do it is I just copy paste it somewhere, normally in Yaba, because these are the two main things I always have open. So now that we have this in Yaba, we delete. You can bother deleting, you can not deleting doesn't change anything. You still just have to open this. I delete it because then I know 100% that I loaded the TPF file. You do this, Now you have a new TPF file after you deleted and loaded it. Go back. Now here, just as you open the folder, there should be a yabber and a columns dash whatever pnd44. Open it with the notepad. This is Sekiro crack. We don't want crack, we want DFL. DFL. Right. I will show you exactly how in every mod you will have DFLT, right? Now that you have done this, go here. You again change this as DFLT. You can for I do it as a thing so I don't forget. As soon as you open a file, just save it as DFLT modding. DFLT. Right. Now that we have fixed everything, we go here. We go TPF. We Jabber. We delete the TPF file. As I said, I do it. You don't have to do it. That's just the way I do it. Now we have the same file, right? All you have to do is change this. Like this is 9030. You just have to change this to 90. I'm sure there's a faster way, but as I said, I'm just showing and doing it the way I do it. It's a bit more tedious, but it just helps me remember that I am doing the stuff. You don't copy paste. You copy paste. You don't cut paste. And now this is here. It's there. That's it. Now you do here, you do yabber. See, the TPS file is here, so I know it's loaded. I don't have to worry. Here, here, this. Now you do. Now you can just cut and paste. That way you don't have to delete. So this should be your upper body. I delete them as well because I know that I'm loading the correct ones. Right now you just have to do this and repack them. So it's basically just sorry. Yeah, I forgot to see. So now I know I forgot to do this, right? Is my bad. So you just it's basically just opening and repacking, like packing and repacking stuff. Sorry, unpacking and repacking stuff, right? So now I have these. Now you to use a mod, you will need to make a you need to install mod engine. You can just go through the description and you will know how to do it. Then you need to make a mods folder. There should be a parts folder for parts. For parts, you will have to just paste these here, and then you can run the game and check for yourself. So as I said, right, now you understand which part is which, right? So as I said, the side one is red, the cloak is white, the strips are green, the front ones are blue, and the back one is pink. And you see the back one goes all the way to the top. These right in two are other. You remember the other two ones? Those are the two we didn't edit and say I just keep them the same color. That's the one. Now, you remember the blue one we did, the square one, the one we entirely did dark blue? See where it goes. It's like a strip. So it's basically the one that pretty much wraps around your whole body, right? That's one of them. Anyways, so that's that. Now we will do leg. Leg, I don't edit a lot of it. I don't mess around with it a lot. Apologies. But what I do is we go L. This, as I said, it's like a sort of habit for me, so I don't forget. Here, TPF, always CPF for texture. This, and now you will have something like these, right? So I will show you the textures to my understanding. These are your complete legs. I think this is your sock. I'm pretty sure this is your socks. Let's color this something not so dark. Let's do this black. Let's do the socks white. And then let's do the body part something bright red. Ah shit. My bad. Misclicking not. Anyways, something like bright red. And we pretty much save this. The same. Settings will be the same, everything will be the same. You can try different designs, whatever. These are basically the bandages and textures you can mess around. I won't, I do, but I won't for this video because I want it to be as simple as I can, just explaining how to do it and what part is what. That's it. And we loaded this, but we, as I said, you only have to edit one of them and then you basically fuck off. um Same here, we go TPF, we delete this, we go here, this is 9050, right? 9050, just place it here. So it's basically just unpacking, repacking, as I said. It's very simple. Then you just go here and you run the game. As I said, you don't have to, you have to just take my words, like the parts I'm telling you, with a grain of salt. Just color them yourself, see for yourself what part is what, smallest to the biggest, and figure out how you want to design your own mod. It's very simple, it's very neat. I think it's easier than Dark Souls and whatnot. Sekiro is probably the easiest to mod. You can mod a lot of things. You can do the grapple rope, you can do katanas, you can do mortal blade. And as you can see, so the socks are white and the dress was red, right? See, you see this undercloth here is what the one that we didn't edit. Like the one I told you, the undercloth, right? So that's the one we didn't edit. So this, yeah, this is how Sekiro bodies be modded. Now I will explain how to do katana. I will not do Mortal Blade and Katana I will do for another video. For this is just basically modding the body of Sekiro. Thank you.